We are off to our daily reading exercise that is really important, and I felt its importance when they said the more you practice, there's not just the copying of the accent thing, but also how you shape your mouth, the lips, and teeth, and the combination of all those things required to speak a word, and that is only possible when you train and drill your speaking each and every day, louder and stronger. So that's the intention behind our daily reading exercise, though it has been quite interrupted, but it's my humble attempt every time to just continue and persist with this daily habit. I would like to refer to the book I'm reading today. It's The Complete Guide to Fossils and Fossils Collection by Triple H House, and you should consider buying this great book. Yeah. Anyways, horsetails, liverworts, and ferns. Liverworts are non-vascular plants usually with a lobe-like body or thallus. They grow mainly in damp places such as near streams. Ferns or monilophytes are common today and were especially so throughout prehistory, some growing as large as trees and known appropriately as tree ferns. Spinophyllum, a creeping or climbing plant with an exceptionally long time range. Spinophyllum appeared in the Devonian and survived into the Triassic. Like many of its modern horsetail relatives, it favored damp conditions, growing on floodplains or along the banks of rivers and lakes. It may have formed a tangled understory in lycopod forest, draping itself over the large trunk in the manner of vines and creepers in rainforests today. The stems were long and thin and branches were slightly fan-like. Leaves were distinctive, forming whorls in three or multiple of three. Another distinctive feature of the plant was that its vascular system comprised three bundles of vessels arranged in a triangular shape. Fertile branches can be recognized by the spores cones they carry. Hepatocytes. A member of the liverwort group, hepatocytes was low-growing, fleshy, and non-vascular. It lacked the network of water and sap-carrying tubes found in most plants. The liverworts or hepatophytes, with more than 8,000 livings along with the mosses, make up the major plant group known as Bryophyta. They have no proper roots, stems, leaves, or flowers. The main part of the plant is known as the thallus, and while there may be root-like rhizoids, these are only for anchorage. The thallus absorbs moisture directly from its surroundings, which is why many bryophytes were and are confined to damp, shelly places. Bryophytes appeared early in the fossil record, but their soft tissues without woody parts mean they were rarely preserved. The common name liverwort refers to often fleshy shape which is reminiscent of an animal's liver. Phlebopteris. This genus of fern first appeared during the early Triassic period and persisted at least into the early part of Cretaceous, an immense time span of more than 100 million years. The leaves or fronds followed by one of the typical fern petals of paired, branching leaflets. However, the leaves appear to have formed a radial pattern, something like the spokes of a wheel, around the terminal part of the stalk or stem, the remainder of which was bare. Like most later ferns and Phlebopteris grew in drier areas such as those around the edges of marshes and swamps, and on top of river leaves. Leaves here means banks, those leaf, yeah. This specimen is of the species Phlebopteris smithi from the Triassic deposits known as the Chile Formation in New Mexico, USA. They are also found in the nearby famous Petrified Forest National Park of Arizona. Cladophlebis. This Mesozoic fern-like Phlebopteris also survived from the Triassic period through to the Cretaceous period. It is one of the most common fern-like leaves found in the famed location of Petrified Forest National Park, Arizona. The pinnules or sublets were small, just a couple of millimeters wide and twice that in length. Each pinnule bears a midrib, the central main vein, from which thinner side or lateral veins branch in an alternating pattern. The pinnae or leaflets branch off in pairs from the main stem. Some species of Cladophlebis have small saw-like serrations, on the margin of their leaflets. This is not, however, a distinctive character as other Cladophillips species lack them. Let me show you a look how it appears like. And there you go. So that's all from our reading exercise today. There you go. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye.